I'm reading this book called Finding the Magic in Middle School, and it speaks about how wonderfully middle school experience could potentially be navigated um, in this new time. And the first chapter speaks about how adolescents, so these are the teens or the kids between about 11 and 16 years old. Um, and the first chapter speaks about how they seem to be going through white river rafting of some sort. And that kind of experience brings a lot of surprises and things that might shock them and things that don't necessarily have them prepared for. And so that reminds me of the new human experience and transition that we're going through, where we might not know exactly what could be happening to us. Adolescents, the middle schoolers, they go through some of the biggest hormonal changes and holistic changes in their lives, mind, body, spirit, emotional, hormonal, everything, right? So that's what they go through. Now us, the adults now, are going through a shift in everything, holistically, mind, body, spirit, energetically, emotionally, society, economy, the world, the earth, the universe is going through a major shift in everything. And you're probably noticing that already. This started years ago. And a few days ago, we literally, astrologically, we shifted into the new version of us. And so within the microcosm, within our individual experiences and in our individual lives, we are going through our own little and big changes, right? And so the first chapter of this book reminds me of that same whitewater rafting experience where we go into the boat, we try to navigate, but we're always splashed with water, we're going zigzag, we might go the wrong way, we might hit a little stone, but we always try to pick up from there, right? And so now, even the Earth's frequency, if you're following the Earth's resonance through some apps, everything and everybody's going through major transitions. So one of the things that are, or some of the things that are recommended here as part of like the tips to parents or guardians of the teenagers to help the teenagers navigate this essential developmental part of their growing up years, I think are very applicable to us, the adults, at this point in time and for the near future. Instead of judging the kids who are going through their tweens and teens and adulthood transition, we might benefit as adults from giving each other that grace to just witness each other without trying to fix anything, without trying to give advice unless necessarily sought out. Witnessing and seeing and hearing and holding the space for each other by truly being present and not jumping to any kind of conclusion, not trying to judge or diagnose what the problem could be, or trying to give advice or trying to fix or just have a ready response. We might benefit more from just truly witnessing each other and hearing each other out, and just letting these emotions and words and actions and expressions of thoughts and emotions, just let it spill out without judging, right? And truly just witnessing. So I wanted to share that because it's very timely, and this is also a way for me to process it. But also because, as I keep talking about how In Silence is slowly emerging from its 4-year preparation, it's super timely to just go through this book, which, by the way, um, was written by a good friend who I also consider a mentor of mine, Chris Balme. Finding the Magic in Middle School is a beautiful book. It's very useful even to adults, whether we are becoming a new human species or we're just navigating adult life. Truly magical, truly, truly magical. But also even more beneficial if you are someone who lives with or works with or guards or guides a middle schooler, a tween. So yeah, there you go. I hope you are able to reflect on this Sunday, Japan Asia time. I hope you're able to reflect and just also witness your transformation. More of these transformational events around the world, within the universe, within the microcosm, and within the macrocosm, are gonna take place. So another thing that I wanted to share is this cap from a friend and someone that I admire too, Charles Lindsay. Check out his artwork. He's someone who also dabbles in the convergence of spirituality, technology, and science. You have to see his work. I'm gonna link him here, both Chris's book and Chris's account, and Charles Lindsay. Check out both of their work. Amazing, amazing work by amazing human beings. Yeah, I think this is also very timely. Please forget everything. I hope you explore forgetting all of the previous conditioning that we have been given for a very long time. Just preconceived notions and connotations about so many things about life in general, right? So I'm dropping just some prompts and some thoughts for you to reflect on. How do we find the magic in middle school? How do we find the magic in life in this chaotic time, in this interesting time in human history and evolution? And please forget everything that no longer works and try to ignite a new spark to a potential new magnificent life on earth. Happy Sunday!